The Bucks coming into the arena confident they'll be walking out of here with a precious win on the road. There it is. A moment now to check out some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Lakers, Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Now we saw a play-in game during the 2020 season in the bubble. Brent, do you want to see more of that going forward?
I think it's pretty exciting, Kevin, to have everything on the line like that, where it's win or go home. And it's a little bit earlier than we're used to, but man, was that exciting last year.
Shot clock at 5. Kuzma passes to Gasol, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Middleton for 3. Milwaukee the rebound.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Morris. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Gasol dishes to Caldwell-Pope. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Morris. And Giannis throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams, and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
And the edge Kuzma plays with is terrific. A tough, versatile player who plays with a real hunger to keep getting better.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Here's Schroeder. Morris outside. Over in the corner, Caldwell-Pope. Out to Morris. Takes the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Outside Gasol. Passes it to Schroeder. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
Well, you don't want to body him up. He's just too fast as Schroeder's able to get it done.
Schroeder against Holiday. A beautiful reverse layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Kuzma outside. Again, Los Angeles.
And when you give Kuzma that shot, he is going to let it fly. He is so confident in his mid-range.
Outside Holiday. The Bucks getting another chance here. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw of the evening. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Middleton improving his game, improving his confidence, coming back after injury, and working to become better.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Caruso. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Now Matthews. 6 to shoot, and he lobs it up toward the rim, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Matthews.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Here is Forbes. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Indiana. Here's Connaughton. Pass to Portis. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Caruso. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. To the middle. Here's Harrell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
He gets really excited about finishing through contact.
Here is Forbes. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Bucks lead by 2. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin.
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
Antetokounmpo out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Matthews, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 slot. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, you saw the communication breakdowns defensively, just giving up way too many open looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Forbes can't get it to go. The Lakers in the lead. And here is Antetokounmpo. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Harrell doesn't really force many things. It's a lot of baskets on the roll where he's around in close to make an impact offensively.
Here is Forbes. Knocks it loose. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Harrell. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Lakers leading by 4. Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Matthews. Here's Horton Tucker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Yep, that one goes in there. Harrell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. 2 guys, and when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. The Bucks also with the sub. Holiday's checked in. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Forbes. Finished off the break. Forbes has got his first basket of the night.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play. We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Morris. Rebounded by Tucker.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Off target from three-point range. Here's Schroeder. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
Maybe should have. The score doesn't indicate just how well they competed in that game. For the majority of it, they looked like the better team.
There's Schroeder after Drew Holiday's score. Outside Gasol. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Lakers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And so he hits the technical free throw.
The potential Schroeder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning quick point guard.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Schroeder kicks to Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss. The Bucks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Schroeder passes to Gasol. Schroeder against Holiday. Back to Kuzma. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Kuzma's got 9.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing, guys, from Montrezl Harrell.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Here's Holiday after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder. Holiday attacking. Shoots over Schroeder. Count it, and the foul. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, Holiday focused there and a good job of scoring despite getting whacked.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Off target with his 3. Milwaukee leading by 4. Kicks it down to Middleton. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And always a smooth athlete. KCP doing a better job of drawing contact.
And he can't hit the second. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. There's the pass to Holiday. Now the Lakers on the break. Morris with the ball. Floats it up there for Harrell. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Montrezl Harrell with a throwdown that gets his teammates up.
To the paint. Deflects the pass. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Holiday gets the bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
To the wing on the left. Here's Horton Tucker. Defended by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the Lakers turn it over again.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Matthews, he's checked in for the Lakers. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Morris.
And in a league where perimeter shooting is highly valued, veteran Wesley Matthews finding his services still very much in demand.
It's been a really remarkable career for a guy that went undrafted back in 2009. Most of the time we think about that solid defense where he's going to have the toughest assignment at the wing or guard position, but that reliable three-point shot really coming into play here.
Middleton, great positioning on the putback. Middleton's got the lead up to 4 now for Milwaukee.
Chris Middleton can make contributions by using his frame to be a good rebounder. Good effort there.
Stolen by Tucker. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Here's Caruso. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Harold drives in. They double him with Giannis. 5 to shoot. Caruso, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And great to see moments where Jrue Holiday can show how explosive he is right now in a groove.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Harrell. Lets it go with a 3. And that's collected by Jrue Holiday.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one. And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here. Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Holiday looking for an opening. Rebounded by the Lakers.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Here's Caruso. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Schroeder with the ball. And Gasol able to finish.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Jrue Holiday has been on display for Milwaukee. He notched 8 points. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Mark Gasol. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Horton Tucker in its small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Well, an aggressive Antetokounmpo is a good thing for this team. Taking it in with force to the rack and getting the foul.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
Here's Schroeder. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
Giannis outside. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Shoots over Schroeder. Lopez passes to Portis. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 7.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Lopez. It's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Schroeder. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
Yeah, you got to be careful with Schroeder. He's explosive, and he's good at finding his way to the line because he uses that quickness well.
So both teams making some changes here. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Outside Holiday. Left side Antetokounmpo. Now DiVincenzo. And here's Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Holiday playing some unpredictable ball there. Remarkable at getting the defender into the air with that shot fake.
Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Schroeder. And he makes that one. Schroeder's got 6 in the quarter.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Outside Holiday. Here's Giannis. The kick out to Holiday. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Offensive rebound. And Antetokounmpo on the follow. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Giannis right now getting hard work done on the inside to get some extra possession.
Schroeder against Holiday. Harrell on the follow.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Holiday. The feed to Lopez. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Schroeder.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. For 3, Middleton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harrell's got his 4th rebound in this one. McKinney passes to Matthews. Harrell dishes to Schroeder. Back to Harrell. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Marc Gasol is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Markieff Morris comes in for Antetokounmpo. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Alfonso McKinney. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Matthews. Kept alive, Lopez. From downtown, the putback. It's good on the putback.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
Shooter kicks to Gasol. Down low. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bucks.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a three-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Caldwell-Pope against Holiday. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Giannis from outside. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. So it's Milwaukee picking. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Barry,
Hey, I'm the 2K MC, and if you haven't heard about the upcoming events in the neighborhood, well, this is your chance. This weekend, check out Court Conqueror. Win 4 games in a row in this 3-on-3 event for a chance to win some fun prizes. On Wednesday.
There it is, the Staples Center. We are...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Floats it up for Giannis. Batum with the steal. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Here's George following the basket by Brook Lopez. Zubac kicks to Jackson. George against DiVincenzo. A nice shot by George. Greg, coming out of the All-Star break, a couple teams have really turned up the intensity, haven't they?
Playoff seedings are in sight, Kev, and no doubt this is a crucial stretch of the season, especially for teams that will be on the bubble. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. The shot by Holiday, no good. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Zubac the pass to Jackson. Batum with the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team. Giannis outside.
Milwaukee keeping it alive. The new 14. Outside Holiday. No good on that one. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Williams in for Jackson. The Bucks also changing it up. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Shots good by Williams.
How about the focus of Lou Williams? Inside, able to finish. Nice.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of the league's most dominant rebounders, Doris, from the wing position.
Board man gets paid. That was his motto from back in high school and college. It's all about hard work and earning your keep, according to Kawhi.
Now here's Williams. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Here's Leonard. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Back to Tucker. The Bucks working the ball around. And to Antetokounmpo. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Clippers leading by 3. Morris passes to Patterson. Back to Morris. To the paint. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo. Here's Connaughton. Tucker dishes to Middleton. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Williams with the ball. He feeds it to Patterson. Shot clock at 6. That's good from Williams. The assist by Patterson. Williams has got his second basket.
How about Lou Williams playing through the contact? Nicely done.
Outside Holiday. Middleton outside. Pass to Connaughton. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Clippers leading by 3. Now the pass to Williams. Taken away by Holiday. Here's Giannis. And that one good.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Williams kicks to Morris. No good with the triple. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 1. Let's take a quick break. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, we've got Bobby Portis. PJ Tucker is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the 3, the small forward. Brook Lopez is checked in for PJ Tucker. Now here's Williams. Lopez with the block.
Well, Lopez twice on the pipes. He has the length to do this every time on the defensive end.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Right side, Williams. He's off on that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Clippers trail by 3. Lets it go from deep. And the Clippers miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton missing.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Oturu, the pass to Williams. In the corner, it's Morris. Shot from the wing. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Now Lopez covered by Morris. And he's good on the 3 ball. Forbes has got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Williams inside.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Forbes. Here's Portis. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Williams. The shot's good from Forbes.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Williams looking over the floor. And there it is for him.
This guy is the master of the mid-range. Lou Williams with the in-between game.
Here's DiVincenzo. 8 points his last outing. It's rebounded by Lou Williams.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
We've got 1:55 left now here in the second. Kennard finds Morris. From deep three-point range, he doesn't hit that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And here's Kennard. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Lopez gets it to go.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now Williams. He's got 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
So savvy inside for a player of his size and tough. Williams will do whatever it takes.
There's 48 seconds left in the first half. And again, it's Brook Lopez. Lopez has got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Bucks.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Williams. From 15 feet away. Rebound Milwaukee. Portis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Lopez with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
On the wing, Batum. Pass to George. Inside, Lopez with the steal. That one's not going to go. And so it's Milwaukee. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. Some good action during the period. And that
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And there's Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's George in the shooting guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Sinks the triple. George has got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
Shoots from the elbow. That one a little long.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Left side, George. He dishes it to Leonard. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Holiday looking for an opening. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Holiday's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
It's George on the wing. Over in the corner, Batum. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Holiday kicks to DiVincenzo. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Batum against Giannis. Here's George. Offensive rebound.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
And that one's good by Giannis. Giannis has got 6 points.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Jackson with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes it to Zubac. Stolen by Middleton. And it's the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. Batum with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Outside, George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistles. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. On the wing, Williams. Anderson passes to Zubac. From deep, George. No good on the shot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And stolen by Patterson. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Morris with the ball. Banked in off the glass. Morris has got his first points of the game.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Holiday against Williams. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Clippers trail by 12. Here's George. It doesn't go for him. And Holiday, here we go. The teardrop falls in. Holiday's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Here's Williams, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's Milwaukee, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their strategy. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline.
Do it again for this quarter, 0-0.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so here are the Clippers. It's a 14-point game on the court for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the two-guard spot. And that one's good, George.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Milwaukee making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Here's George. Rebounded by the Bucks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And Holiday kicks it to Tucker. Here's Middleton, and that one's on target from the wing. Middleton's got his first bucket of the night.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's George. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Clippers trail by 16. Up top, Leonard.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Holiday against Jackson. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Stolen by Jackson. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And he makes good on the layup. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Looking to get back on track here, and the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Paul George. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Just 5 to shoot. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
George passes to Zubac. He gets that one.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Now here is Holiday. Giannis outside. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Milwaukee.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Brook Lopez.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down. This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The three from George. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A solid. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it.
It's that time of the week.
It's an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV. First up, there's another 2K League draft in the books.
That's right, and for these draftees, their lives have changed overnight. It is now their job to play NBA 2K.
There below is Barclays Center. And with
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Nets, they've got Green. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at center. And the basket by Harden. And expect some fireworks tonight, Clark. These teams can really light it up.
Well, you've got top scorers on both teams, Kevin, and when you have that, you know the numbers are going to be produced. I think it makes it hard to decide how you're going to defend potent offensive players. What kind of game plan are you going to employ defensively that gives you a chance to slow down excellent scorers?
And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Here is Harden. He's coming off a 25-point game against Portland.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Outside Holiday to the middle and stolen by Jordan. Irving looking for an opening and stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Holiday. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
He's an explosive, athletic guard, and I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Now here's Harden. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Lopez with the block. They retain possession. Kicks it out to Harden. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Outside Holiday. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Now the dish to Middleton. Stolen by Harden. On the wing, Irving. From 20 feet out. Rebound, Milwaukee. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence. And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right, got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bobbed up there for Lopez. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Left it at the rack, and the big man Lopez there to punch it home.
Outside Irving. Outside for Jordan. Here's Harden. Sinks that one from the post. Harden's got 8 points. 1:25 left in the first quarter of the game. Harden against Holiday. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded closely. Holiday gets the bucket.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
Harden against Holiday. The kick out to Irving. Shot, high post. That shot off the mark. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense. in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Here is Harden following the basket by Giannis.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Middleton can't get it to go. Nets trail by 3. Fires it up. Harden's shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. He's got 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talked to us.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
They've got Griffin. Tyler Johnson is out there with Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Milwaukee leading by 4. Here is Forbes. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Indiana. In transition, here come the Nets. Johnson, a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. The Bucks shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Pass to Forbes. Portis with it. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Griffin passes to Brown. Clock at 6. The pass to Claxton. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Claxton's got his first 2 points of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And so Griffin will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught low.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
You know, starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here.
So a moment now to see the story for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is
how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Giannis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much. You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Chioza passes to Llewellyn. Nets passing it around. Here's Chioza, guarded by Holiday.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Harden's shot is off. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Trailblazers. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Irving. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the half. Giannis with it. He has 5. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. Very pretty alley-oop layup. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide-open man.
Irving can't hit. Milwaukee's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's DiVincenzo. The rebound by Jeff Green. The Nets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Another miss by Irving. Lets a floater go. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 9 now for Milwaukee. 5 seconds left to play in the first half. And so it's Milwaukee in control. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. And after 17 years where they hadn't won a playoff round, the Milwaukee Bucks. And...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Donte DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low.
Yo, get Chris.
Middleton looking it over. On the wing, Giannis. Kicks it down to Middleton. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Middleton's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Bucks. Harden against Holiday. Left side, Jordan. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. Back to DiVincenzo. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Milwaukee, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the technical free throw is good. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Tyler Johnson. Now Harden, he's got 8 from deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Harden, no good.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
And taken away by Brown. It's Harden with the drive. Outside Jordan. Middleton against Brown. Back to Jordan. It's Solenbad to Tecumbo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. DiVincenzo's got 11 points. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. DiVincenzo against Irving. Pulls up. That shot missing. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside Irving. Brown outside. Back to Irving. That shot no good. Bucks leading by 21. To the inside. Nice shot by Portis. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Irving with a clean look. That doesn't go in either for Irving.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. Powered down with both hands.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. From outside off the mark. Nets trail by 21. Here's Luwawu. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Fast break, Milwaukee. And a wide open look for Portis. They grab their own miss. Giannis on the follow.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. That free throw, no good. Both teams will make substitutions. And the second free throw, good. Now here is Holiday. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Tyler Johnson is out there with Irving. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Holiday, the pass to Tucker. And here's Griffin. In transition, here come the Nets. Stolen by Middleton. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. They swipe it. It's deflected. Passes it to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Pat Connaughton. Outside Holiday. And the Bucks miss again. Nets trail by 20. Irving, the open look, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, this is a staple, a pillar of Irving's attack. You got to be up on him, or he'll pull up on a dime.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Middleton on the wing. Back to Holiday. Beyond the arc. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Bucks lead by 20.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Holiday. Here's the 3. The rebound by Harden. Looking to get it going. Milwaukee with the rebound. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Lobbed up there for Lopez and stolen by Jordan. Inside, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. A shot by Holiday, nobody around. And the 3 off target. On the wing, Irving. Back to Green. On the wing, Irving. Lopez covering. The feed now to Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bucks.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Boy, I tell you, look at these teams. They're very evenly matched. This could be one of the better in-conference battles we see this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's Chiozza with the rebound. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
The 3. But they recover it. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Morris. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Harrell's in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. In the corner, Middleton with it. Here's Giannis. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Now here's Schroeder. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. Floats it up there for Harrell. Hammers the alley-oop through. And this time of year, Steve, is when we see a lot of players start to lose their edge. A lot of games in the rearview mirror, but the playoffs are still a ways off.
Well, Kevin, for the great teams, this is when you snap into more focus. This is the time of year to get into the postseason mode. Usually those teams and players that fall off, they're usually on losing teams.
Here's Caldwell-Pope following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Schroeder. He kicks it to Harrell. Lopez with the steal. And here's the break. Here's DiVincenzo. Finishes the break with a slam.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And they're moving it up. Drops in the breakaway layup. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the night.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Here's Schroeder. Banked in off the glass.
He's got a nose for getting into the lane, and Schroeder showing some muscle once he got in there.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Holiday against Schroeder. Holiday goes in, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Here's Schroeder after Drew Holiday's score. Schroeder passes to Harrell. Back to Schroeder. Shot clock at 3. No good on the 3. Bucks leading by 4. The drive by Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
To the left wing. Schroeder kicks to Morris. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Taken away by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well.
Yeah, and most bigs don't shoot free throws as efficiently as Lopez. The coaching staff has to appreciate that part of his game.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. .115 left in the first quarter. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Matthews. Lopez with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Caruso. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Middleton dishes to Lopez. Back to Middleton. Passes it to Lopez. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Pass to Horton Tucker. And the shot is long.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Some changes for the Lakers. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Schroeder passes to Gasol. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And no good. From 10 feet out, and Middleton, the basket on the assist from Tucker.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Domination in the first quarter. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle...
The biggest area of growth would definitely be on...
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Marc Gasol, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Matthews. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And that's Holiday taking it right to the defense, being aggressive, drawing contact.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Antetokounmpo comes in for Morris. Here's Connaughton. The kick out to Holiday. Giannis passes to Portis, and that one is good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The pass to Caruso. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Holiday. Bucks leading by 18. And Giannis throws it down.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
DiVincenzo against Matthews. And just miss after miss right now.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. Great D that time from Portis.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
The Bucks making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. The Lakers also making some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Matthews.
A big man with great lift. Montrezl Harrell loves playing above the rim.
And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that he knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Holiday, no one around him. That one off the back iron and out. Lakers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Harrell. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Portis finds DiVincenzo. Back to Portis. The kick out to Giannis. Here's Holiday. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
Portis, the pass to Holiday. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Middleton can't get it to go.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But, you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
It's his first trip to the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And here is DiVincenzo. 6 points for him. And the layup's good off the glass. DiVincenzo's got 4 this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, it's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They are in blowout territory, leading by 20. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
Their ability to...
That's all for now.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Donte DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Los Angeles with some changes. Marc Gasol's checked in for Harrell. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Good on both. Here's Holiday. 10 points for him. Over in the corner, on to Kumbo. Down low, Lopez. Back to Giannis. Clock at 4. Picked him clean. And it's the Lakers on the break. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Misses the 3.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Caruso. Here's Gasol, out to Morris. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Morris has got his first points of the night. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Here's Giannis. Tries again. And the layup is up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Floats it up for Giannis.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And pushing it up, Milwaukee. The Bucks again in transition. DiVincenzo can't hit it. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Caruso, defended by DiVincenzo. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Ball's knocked loose, but they'll get another chance. Goes back up. Misses off the left iron. Marcus Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Lakers. Harrell comes in for Markieff Morris. Holiday with the 3, and the Bucks miss again. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Caldwell Pope dishes to Antetokounmpo. And again, the Lakers no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And he comes up with the deuce. Giannis has got 16 points.
And how about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Here's Caruso, guarded by Holiday. Antetokounmpo passes to Caruso. He feeds it to Harrell. An easy 2 points on the layup. He's got 12.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s. Players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday gets the bucket.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Holiday. Up again. It's good on the putback. Caruso's got 4 points this quarter.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Caruso kicks to Antetokounmpo. Harrell trying to free himself up. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Here is Forbes. That will count.
That's the kind of defense they need from Schroeder. Hands up and right in his grill.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. We've got Montrezl Harrell, Antetokounmpo out there with Matthews, and it's Caruso in at the point.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Poke loose. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Alex Caruso. On defense, Milwaukee. Schroeder, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
We talk about Schroeder's toughness. Just shrugs off the hit and keeps on going.
Here's Forbes. Portis, the pass to Tucker. Back to Portis. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Lakers trail by 20. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That'll be his second foul of the game. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Antetokounmpo against Portis. Bobbed up there for Schroeder, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. DiVincenzo passes to Portis. Lays it up and banks it in.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
Middleton outside. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deal, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
No good from outside. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Harold drives in, and Harold slams it in.
Getting better and better at scoring the basketball. Montrezl Harrell just scoring at will right now.
Here's DiVincenzo. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. Matthews scanning the floor. And there's the call on Donte DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Shot clock at 5. Holiday against Schroeder. Harrell kicks it over to Schroeder. Kuzma, right side. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Harrell's energy is what helps him collect second chance opportunities.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
First free throw is good. A platoon swap here for the Lakers. He's perfect from the line this time. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Caruso. Here's Matthews. Antetokounmpo passes to Kaycock. Here's Caruso. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Another shot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. .24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. At the top of the key, Forbes. And he converts the layup.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. From deep three-point range, and the miss. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's...
selected 5th overall by Celtics Crossover Gaming.
Welcome, everyone, and let's go.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jackson, and it's George in at the 2. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the pivot, manning the middle. 6 feet out, it's hauled in by Zubac, and it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Basket counts.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
Holiday dishes to Lopez. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Batum grabs the miss. And here's Los Angeles. 4-point game. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Middleton. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the rejection by Zubac. Pushing it up. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Just a level of power and explosiveness. Leonard just tenacious at the rim.
Outside Holiday. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason? Or, in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change. And the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And with Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring. You get good playmaking and rebounding. You get a defender with active hands. And there's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success. When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Jackson, and he lays it straight in.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Batum against Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
George with the ball. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George. A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Good D by Lopez. Bucks trail by 4. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, they definitely kept their eyes on the prize, put on a real entertaining comeback, and that's a feel-good game when you can win like that.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Now, here's Portis. Middleton with it. Williams picks him up. Lots of room. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Clippers leading by 6. Here's Mann. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That's his first foul. Here's Middleton. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Middleton doing a good job of being creative and finishing a difficult look.
Milwaukee shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Clippers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Now here's Williams. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Tucker. They get the rebound. Passes to Forbes. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Portis. Rebound by Williams. Now the Clippers moving it up. finished off the break.
And you see the body control. Morris taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers ahead, leading by 5. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to act.
This game, it's
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
We've got Chris Middleton. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Clippers leading by 3. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Portis, the pass to Forbes. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Forbes has got his first bucket of the night.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Outside Williams to the paint. Here's Oturu. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Connaughton. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Oturu, the pass to Williams. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Here's Connaughton. Kennard covering. Pass to Tucker. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Tucker. Takes the 13-footer. That one doesn't drop. The Clippers go the other way with it. To the middle. And here we go. Williams passes to Oturu. It's good. And the Clippers lead by 3.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Forbes. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Clippers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Over in the corner, Williams. Man passes to Oturu. Rebounded by the Bucks.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And stolen by Patterson. Here's Man. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. The shot by Middleton, wide open. They get it back, and that one's good from Connaughton.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
A minute 42 left now here in the second. Williams kicks to Kennard. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Connaughton. Portis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Right side, Williams. Here's Oturu. That one wide left.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's George. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Here's the lob into Antetokounmpo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
Right side George. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They did give up a couple baskets more than they... And that should...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at him.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Ivica Zubac. Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the 4 spot. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Zubac, that's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Giannis against Batum. Great D that time from Batum. The Clippers shooting just 31% in the game. Here's Zubac. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Excellent display from Drew Holiday, running the fast break well and finding a way to nail that shot.
DiVincenzo against George. Here's Zubac. Tries again, and the layup is good. Zubac has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Middleton for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Middleton's got 6.
Well, he's accurate from behind the arc, and there's a reason why Chris Middleton takes a good amount of three-pointers.
And here's Jackson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Batum against Giannis. Here's Zubac. That shot off. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
George against DiVincenzo. And that one's good, George.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Outside Holiday. Takes a 3. Kept alive.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
Clippers trail by 6. 1:51 left in the third quarter. DiVincenzo against George. It's good on the putback. Zubats has got 6 here in this quarter.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Over Batum. Kicks it down to Middleton. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Clippers. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Giannis. And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
Open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
And here's George for 3. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Holiday looking for an opening. And there's the pass to Middleton. Now the feed to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson passes to Zubats. Outside for Jackson. No good on the 3. Bucks leading by 6.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Outside, George shoots over DiVincenzo. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Zubats has got 10 points here in the second half. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks ahead, leading by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Oturu, the pass to Morris. Outside Jackson. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. Jackson looking around. 6 to shoot. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Jackson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers. Holiday against Jackson. Lets it go from 11. No good off the back of the rim. The Clippers trail. Left side, George. That one goes in.
Paul George in the mid-range area, just dominating that possession.
Now Holiday. Nifty move.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis, and Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Offensive rebound, the second chance effort. Zubac kicks to Leonard. They shoot again. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Pass to DiVincenzo. Lopez outside. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
A fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Here's Tucker. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss.
Wow, hammering it in.
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up, a huge shot at this moment in the game.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Fires the three. The Clippers grab the miss. George with the ball. Oh, and they take the lead. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, he knows how to score, and he does just that. Don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
Holiday attacking. He feeds it to Lopez. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Lopez has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Wow, Lopez stepping up. What confidence from the big fella.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, here's George. Pass to Zubac. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Holiday with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Tucker. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Zubac finds Jackson. Here's Batum. Leonard on the wing. Jackson up top, guarded by Tucker. Good work there as it goes.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Holiday attacking, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You can see the determination from Holiday on that attack, expecting contact there, and got it.
Giannis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Williams is checked in.
He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Buries it from three-point range. George has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Zubac. So the Clippers with the win. This was a hard, David. Thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Barry.
Ideal for Pistons GT, but they're hoping for big things from newly acquired Radiant and newly drafted Greenlight, Exile, and Milo. As for Raptors Uprising GC, they went 16-0 in the regular season, only to fall short in the playoffs. They only had one pick in this year's draft, and they selected a familiar
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harris. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden, and it's Green, and it's Jordan in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Oh, the power on that throwdown!
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Giannis trying to get open as Lopez. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Well, for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Irving from long range. Rebound by Drew Holiday. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Harden against Holiday. Harden, no good. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Irving looking for an opening. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Inside and stolen by Jordan. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Giannis outside. That shot off. The Nets go the other way with it, fresh from a win against Portland.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
And that's not an easy environment to play in. To score at the rate they did on the road says a lot about their intensity and focus.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Free throw good, Jordan.
Well, you know what DeAndre Jordan is going to bring to the table every night. Great effort, incredible presence on the backboards, a ton of length defensively. Love everything he does for you.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Trailing by 2. There's 1:38 left to play in the first quarter. Nets passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. And the jam by Harden.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
Holiday left side. Fader on the way. Nice shot by Portis.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Chioza scanning the floor. Holiday against Harden. Griffin dishes to Jordan. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which teams have the most buckets in transition since the All-Star break. 5th best, the Nets.
You know, as the season wears on, the team that can stay fresh can take advantage. They continue to get out and run, and teams are struggling to keep up.
And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Harris. Harden's got 8. Bucks shooting an impressive 60% early. Outside Holiday. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Well, DJ, twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
Now Johnson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Throws it up high. Claxton with the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second-chance opportunities.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Brown. He's out there with Irving. Luwawu is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Holiday, the pass to Portis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Irving against Holiday. Now, here is Irving. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Green, he's checked in for the Nets.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Outside Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Irving's got his first basket of the night.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, this team likes to see Lopez working hard on the glass. That's a part of his game he must continue to improve upon.
Outside Irving. To the inside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Irving misses. Bucks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And Giannis gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
He lobs it up. Green kicks to Irving. There's 1:47 left here in the second.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Here's Giannis. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Antetokounmpo's got 10. Nets trail by 4. Here's Irving. Incredible numbers looking at his scoring averages. He's currently scoring more than 28 points a game.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You'll like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
And the Bucks with some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Pat Connaughton. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Blake Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Johnson in for Bruce Brown. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. And Forbes has it in the corner. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Drew Holiday is checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. James Harden, he's checked in for the Nets. 1:02 left in the first half. And Harden with the stuff.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Here's Holiday. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Johnson inside, guarded by Holiday. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night. The Bucks trail. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Johnson outside. Feeds it to Harden. Griffin kicks to Johnson. Harden has a wide open look. That's tipped, but they get it there. Griffin dishes to Harris. Here is Forbes. Gets a hand on it, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Going to bring out Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle. You love the work ethic he has had on display.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better. And some hang time on the rim puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Irving. Holiday surveying the floor. And Giannis throws it down.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the jam by Harden.
Listen, the defense of DeAndre Jordan pays dividends all over the floor. Whether it's a block, a steal, he gets the break started. This guy's such an impact defender.
Giannis passes to Lopez. Back to Giannis, and stolen by Jordan. Here's Harden for the lead. Back to Irving. Second chance shot. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's DiVincenzo. And the pass to Holiday. Now, Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up again. Rejected by Harris. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys, they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Giannis outside. Tipped away. 4-on-3 break. Here's Harden. Here's Jordan. They kick it out to Green. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Harris outside. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game, and the Bucks miss again.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock, and with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Harden.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
It's good on the putback. Portis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Bucks lead by 3. And we'll get going after. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. Johnson is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin, and it's Claxton in at the 5. Griffin. From 7. The shot missing. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Fast break. Here we go. Here's DiVincenzo. Portis, the pass to Holiday. The rebound by Johnson.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
The kick out to Brown to tie it up. That shot, no good. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. 3-point lead. Outside Holiday. Portis, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Johnson against Holiday. Johnson, the pass to Griffin. Stolen by Tucker. Outside Portis. That one falls. And it's a 7-point Bucks lead.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Outside Griffin. Rebound, Milwaukee. Tucker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's DiVincenzo. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Brown. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Then for the Nets, Harris is checked in for Luwawu. Irving comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Tyler Johnson.
I think it might surprise people that Joe Harris does not mind contact on the interior. That's a nice shot. Wow.
And good that time. Holiday's got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Irving passes to Claxton. Nets passing it around. And a wide open look for Irving. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
Giannis left side. Kicks it down to Middleton. Six to shoot. Trying to get open is Lopez. Shot's good by Middleton. And the Bucks lead by 7.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
.151 left in the 4th quarter. Harden with it. Up and in on the layup. Harden's got 12 points here in the second half.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And he uses the glass on the layup. Giannis has got the lead back up to 7 now for the Bucks.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Pass to Griffin. Harden outside. Here's Claxton for 3. Rebound by Drew Holiday. Antetokounmpo inside. Middleton on the wing, guarded by Harris. Outside Holiday. To the paint. Stolen by Harden. Irving with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Outside for Griffin. It's tipped. Irving for 3. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
Now, when the game is on the line, Kyrie is the guy you want taking the shot. He is a stone-cold finisher.
Holiday attacking. Kicks it down to Middleton. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Now here is Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. The 3 from Harden. Up again. It drops. And now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of...